You'd find more details on that story on the Guardian newspapers. EFCC detains Delta ex-governor Okoa for alleged 1.3 trillion naira fraud. NECO adjusts 2024 SSCE timetable for Ondo governorship election. Tinubu tells ministers to be focused as Edun backs FX subsidy reforms. World leaders, nations anxious as U.S. decides Harris-Trump's fate. Oyo PDP flays APC's reaction to Makinde supports governor. BON wants EFCC to apologize over invasion of Enugu radio. Law and order in Southeast deserve government's priority. Dangote Ipman bicker over PMS lifting, import worsens. Nigeria committed to partnership with UK for shared growth, says Tinubu. Enugu to become medical tourism hub as Mba flags off 300-bed hospital. And finally on The Guardian, LASMA rescues 4 in separate Lagos road accidents. You'd find these stories and so much more on The Guardian newspapers this morning.
Let's move on now to what the Punch is saying. It's got this major headline. Hungry miners. Tinubu orders probe as federal government backs down. The writer right here says miners' arraignment dent on Tinubu's government, says opposition. CSOs demand compensation for detained protesters. Tinubu asks new ministers to stay resilient amid criticism, abuse. Cleric bags live jail for raping minor. Oyo PDP defends Makinde, says APC scared of Nigerians. Imported petrol cheaper than Dangote's 990 naira per litre, marketers. UK to raise tuition for varsities in 2025. EFCC arrests ex-Delta Governor Okoa over alleged 1.3 trillion naira fraud. Ayedatiwa says government won't sack workers. We won't repeat Edo mistakes, INEC. Stock markets rise as Trump-Harris battle for U.S. presidency. And that's it on The Punch this morning.
And let's take a look at what the leadership newspapers are saying this morning on the front pages. Amechi does not regret APC membership, says Eze. Road projects drag as Forex hike raises bitumen price by 150%. Tinubu orders release of detained and bad governance minor protesters. Cross River LG, IPAC endorses polls, PDP, Senator rejects outcome. Makinde, your days are numbered, PDP replies APC. NNPP folds court verdict, lawmaker, loyalists dump red cap. No rift between Governor Yusuf Kwankwaso, says Kanu Assembly leader. APC tackles Makinde over 2027 presidential ambition. Anti-party, Badaro becoming liability. APC group tells Tinubu. Forensic expert alleges fraud in Edo governorship election. At summit, APC women leader moots roadmap for economic empowerment. And finally, on the leadership, Amechi not regretting his APC membership, says Eze. These and many more headlines you'd find on the leadership newspapers this morning.
Moving on now to what this day has got. We can sell imported petrol cheaper than Dangote refinery, Petron insists. And that is the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria. They maintain that its members can sell petrol cheaper than the price of Dangote refinery. Tinubu receives UK Foreign Secretary, says Nigeria fully committed to improve partnership agreements with Britain. The Nigerian ship will not sink, Tinubu reassures, swears in 7 ministers. Appeal court quashes ex-CJN Onohen's conviction on false assets declaration. 5 billion naira contract. Makobab tenders 37 documents in suit against NLNG. NHRA states move to maximize $669 million global fund support for health insurance. House begins recess, resumes November 19. IPPIS, no directive for workers to change salary account, says Office of the Accountant General. New political movement squares up to Governor Abdul Razak in Kwara. Why Umahi must pay attention to existing roads. Infrastructure has totally collapsed under Soludo's watch in Anambra. And that's it on this day, this morning. And our final stop is the Daily Trust. It's got this major headline: detention. Falana seeks compensation as Tinubu directs release of minors. The writers right here say President orders investigation, prosecution of officers behind action. Arrests inhuman. Bauchi governor. AGF to take over discontinue case today. Stop castigating leaders. Allow God deal with them. Sultan. Federal government revokes Abuja-Kaduna highway contract. No going back on Forex subsidy reforms. Finance Minister. Olympics. Ofili awarded $5,000 compensation. Officials face sanctions. Ex-Delta Governor Okowa in EFCC custody over diversion of 1.3 trillion naira. And finally, Harris-Trump in neck and neck as Americans elect new president today.
And now it's time to get your reactions. The numbers to call are 0700-951-0000. If you cannot reach us via the phone lines, do also call on WhatsApp 080-999-30137. You can also send your messages on WhatsApp, and we're streaming live on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can also drop your comments on there and join us in the conversation this morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Dickon, good morning.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, Gabrielle, how you doing?
I'm good. Good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Thank you. Ojo, the next president.
All right, Ojo, go ahead.
Yeah, I think concerning those underage protesters, like, Mr. President is listening to the complaint of Nigerians, and he quickly take action. because that scenario is a slap to his government. And I think it's okay. They should withdraw those charges at the minors. Doesn't make sense at all. So it's good. So let them continue to listen. And independent market said that imported fuel is cheaper than Dangote fuel. We are just watching them. Let them continue to practice hammer.
All right.
We know that God will see us through. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well done work. You are black. My name is Mrs. Someza. Well, the president gave directive yesterday that those underage protesters should be released. What about others apart from those that are underage? I don't talk anyhow.
Are you there? And your connection has gone south. Please call back. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Itodo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gabrielle.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. My name is When Wind Blows.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. On Mr. President's order to release the minor being arraigned in court, he's just trying to save face. He's trying to, we call it disaster management. He's trying to manage the disaster that has already been caused. When some of us were saying, though the protest, at the time we were preparing, we said, the protest, even though they allow it or not, the message is clear. And in fact, I said the message has been sent, delivered, acknowledged, and even the responses were being felt even before the protest date. And so for anyone to now say, okay, the Tinubu say, release the duel, and somebody is clapping for him, me, I'm not clapping for him. Reason being that Tinubu himself is a chief protester. Even in the military era, he protested. So why is he up against protest? And when people talk about, say, the violent part of that, okay, Tinubu told us that their own protests were peaceful. I said, okay, is it them, the protesters, that made it peaceful, or the government of the day that time that made them peaceful? Either side is in a better place to make it peaceful too today. So the issue of, say, arraigning people at all for protesting is a dent on him. I don't know how he reconciled that to himself. And particularly when people protest, the same thing he himself protested against GG government. Me, I'm not for any of them to do, but we must say it as it is.
All right.
So for me, he's just trying to save face.
All right.
One of the things he can do can I conclude?
In 30 seconds, please.
Yes. One of the things he can do to forestall the occurrence of this kind of national embarrassment is to make sure those all prosecutors across the country, each case you take to court, you must be held accountable to it. In fact, case file in this, we should do case file as an open card for hospital. Any case you enter, collect number, and that is your number in that police. And then we follow cases like that. If not, the issue of prison decongestion and all of that, they're not doing anything about it. So let us hold prosecutors who take cases to court accountable for each case they present in court.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike, when wind blows. Let's get some calls on the phone lines. You're back right now, 0700 951 0000. 08095974869. When you call in, please go straight to your point, move away from your device so we can hear you clearly and have a smooth conversation. But first, let's see what you are saying on our live feed on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
Well, on YouTube, Timan says, well done, guys. You're doing a good job. Thank you very much, Timan, for watching us live from Wuse 2. Nyam GJ, good morning. Thank you for joining us live as well from Wuse 2. Mahmoud Mohammed says, yes, I agree with Governor Makinde. APC's days are numbered. APC's government brought insecurity, hardship, hunger, agony, and insensitivity on Nigerians. And Latagata is watching from Maraba. Good morning to you. Asu Peter says, good morning. Is INEC aware of all the local government chairmen and councillors selection by governors? Between the judges and president, who gives the verdict? Is there still a judiciary in Nigeria? He's asking.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Adola Victor from Edisa.
Please go ahead.
It is a good news. It is a good news that the minor has been released. But by now they must have learned one or two lessons in a hard way. That if we want to protect you have to protect peacefully. Don't protect violently. As a matter of fact, a lot of properties were destroyed, especially in Kano and Kaduna. So I think this is a big lesson for them and for their sponsor. And their sponsors too. I think their sponsors should also be arrested and also charged to court because they sponsor these children. I don't know the amount that they give this maybe 2,000 and buy some alcoholic drinks.
This is you assuming right now, dear Les, so let's be mindful of that. You don't have the facts. Don't assume.
Okay, yes. But the bottom line that when you want to protect peacefully, don't protect violently. Thank you.
All right. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Itodo and Gabrielle.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Uncle Manama, greet all listeners. About the election, yes, we know. There are manipulations and the legacy in that election. You can tell me that what Nigerians are suffering today, that someone will go and vote the APC, say that the APC will, who voted them? Then about the...
Well, there are people who see things from a different side of the prism or the coin. Your view and their view might differ, and that's okay. They have a right to that. Okay. Go ahead.
The issue of the list of minors. I asked who showed the fund for them. Eh? Even our brothers that, for the north that voted, they voted him because of a Muslim ticket. Yes, now they are regretting. How can you tell me that even if you look in them or what those are contestants, 3 major contestants or 4 major contestants, look them at them. Even if you look their face, you know who is good and who is bad and who have innocent and
all right, Okwi. All right.
Yeah? They voted him because of Muslim.
How do you know why a person was voted?
Everyone voted for a different reason.
For different reasons. You can't just, conclusively jump into such a generalization.
Let's get and see what you are saying on the WhatsApp platform right now. Do all to include your name and your location when you send in a message. Thank you very much, Joel, for your message. Amen to your prayers. Well, hope you have a great day and a great month as well. Nigerians are tired of trial and error is what John in Lube says. And on the Makinde issue, even though I am in the PDP, I can't support Makinde for the role he played alongside the G5 governors in 2023, working against their party. We are waiting for them to come and receive their payback, is what Elder Bosu in Yanya says. And oil marketers are not telling us the truth. However, the Nigerian government at this moment should subsidize the Dangote refinery. This will enable them to sell cheaper to us, is what Ezemats in Karamu says.
Now, let's take a look at some of your comments on our live feed on YouTube. Hafsat Maza says, good morning. We're happy to hear the release of the miners. All the best to the people of the United States of America. And then Comium Glove says, Makinde is one of those that put us in this mess by joining hands with Wike. Atta Abdul Mino says, he's sending this from Duse. He says, the EFCC has successfully arrested former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa. The arrest was carried out swiftly and efficiently. Why is Yahya Bello still untouched? He's asking. And Zachariah Abdullahi, good morning. Thank you for joining us live from Imo State.
All right, let's take a few more calls. It's 6:50 right here, and we are going through the headlines and getting your reactions to them and do all that to have the details of whatever you're reacting to when you call in or reach out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Your voice sounds distant. Do you want to speak up so we can hear you clearly?
Can you hear me now?
Let's try this. Go ahead.
The CPC machinery of anti-corruption at work, they are able to bring Okowa, the former governor of Delta, to justice or to book. But they can't do the same thing to higher than you see the dichotomy of people in the aspect of fighting corruption. The table goes to their party. They do the bidding of the executive. They are being teleguided. Anyone who wanted to be ridiculed, wanted to be maligned, will be brought to justice. So the one who is in the good book of truth and power will remain untested.
All right, then.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead. You have
go ahead.
30 seconds. Wrap up.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Echo speaking from Amadu Niger State.
Go ahead.
Yes, someone says we should allow God to deal with our leaders in His own way. No. Whenever we see our leaders doing things that are wrong, whenever we see our leaders dealing with us, whenever we see our leaders doing wrong things to us, we will tell them the truth. We will not wait for God to come and tell them. God will not come down Himself and talk to them, but rather He will use us to talk to them. These people don't have Nigerians are hurt, Nigerians are suffering, Nigerians are dying, Nigerians are crying, Nigerians are hungry, and they don't care. They do only what they want to do. No, you can't be a president or a governor. You can't be governing people in this manner.
All right.
People will be crying and you will not listen to them. And someone is saying because you are benefiting, you are being a beneficiary of this government, you say we should not tell them the truth. But we can't wait for God to come and tell them. Then we will tell them, we'll look into their face and tell them this truth. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My happiness today is that EFCC don't see Oko and they work.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Nduka.
Unduka, go ahead.
So many things have happened, and so many things is about to happen. EFCC now don't see Oko and they work. Where is Yaya Bello? I believe judiciary is a slap to your face. That the case that they brought to your office, you don't have judge over it. The president that have judge over it is a slap. We are saying it. Nigeria, go to court. Today we go to police station.
All right, then.
When you call in, move away from your device so we can hear you clearly and your contribution can be smooth. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. So in case you missed out on the first few minutes of the action for today, you can go onto that platform to catch up, watch live, and be a part of the conversation. Let's take a few more minutes seconds rather, to take some of your messages on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp, St. Jude from Gogolada says, America goes for election. I want to congratulate Mr. Trump already. That's from St. Jude. Master John Lasisi from Buari says, we can find you on Facebook. What's happening?
Well, live there right now. You can go on and, refresh your browser. You'd see it.
Danjuma Eagle, a.k.a. Baba Reza from Sabon Wusa says, my contribution this morning is on the high cost of petrol by this administration. Honestly, Tinubu's administration is killing businesses in Nigeria. I am a graduate without a job from the government. The business I'm doing to survive has been thwarted. Automobile business has also been thwarted.
A good place to take a pause, drink some water, stay hydrated, and stay tuned.
What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise, the sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe